Hi guys, thank you for stopping by and watching. I'll be potting 2 new cuttings that I received from back home from California. This is from trial and error, but hopefully this is a success and new tips and tricks. Hope you enjoy. Hi guys, today I'm going to use a few things. I got 2 new plumerias from my father that he brought from his garden from California, and these are the huge ones. So I let them callus at the end, and I also added, I've been hearing like cinnamon, so I use cinnamon to kind of like cover that, and I'm going to use these 2 cylinders to repot them. One's a white plumeria, and the other one, well, they're also called, correct me if I'm wrong, frangipanis. And one of them is a colorful, this one was flowering, but one of them I think broke during transit. But you can see the flowers right there. This one is not broken, but that one is. But I'm going to repot these and also protect them from any pesticides that may get in there, or any mites, because some of my other plumerias did get eaten by mites, and that's what I did. I dipped them in a little bit of water and then put cinnamon at the end. I've been following IB Organics, and also oh, I forgot this other lady that I've been following from Miami, Florida. But I do have 2 successful ones that have been growing. Um, and I did have a few of them that came from back home. Just the only thing, I want to make sure to take care of these as best as I can. So I found some coconut potting soil, a briquette. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments down below if I mispronounce anything. I have been trying to learn some of new gardening skills, and I'm learning as I go. I have some citrus trees that have been thriving, some lemons, lime, and then now I have a mandarin, and they've been doing really good. I've been also using a lot of the IB Organics items to help to make my little oasis here in my backyard. Um, and some of my ferns came back to life. Anywho, so I've been hearing some really good things to use for my plumeria. So with this experiment that I'm going to do, sorry for the airplanes, I do have aloe vera also, which I'm going to help to combine. But I'm going to see where it goes, because also I need to wet this so that way it becomes more. And I did put a few of the IB Organics that has been in here previously. I'm going to use whatever's left, and then I'm going to mix some in here while this soaks. Yeah, so then I'm going to time lapse, so then that way you can see kind of what I'm doing step by step, and I'll talk over while it's time lapsing. All right, so I forgot to mention what I'm going to be using. So I bought some peat moss so that way I could mix with my natural coco potting soil briquette. I'm going to mix these in water. Also, I have some cinnamon from a tip that I got from watching uh, this lady that lives in Miami that grows a lot of plumerias. So I'm gonna try to do a success out here. I have 2 plumerias that are doing really well back there. I'll show you guys later on, but they're loving the spot where they're at. I did have to do a few tests around my yard, so they do test really well in the front of my house, and then up against like the wall that I have over here. So I'm going to be, first what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to wet these. I'm going to take them out, and then I'm going to be mixing my concoction from what I have right here. I am gonna use a few things from like Miracle Grow. So I'm gonna put this in here. Put the trash over here. That way I don't mix any trash with these, because I'm gonna use as much of these blocks. That way I could fill these two big containers that I have, that I'm gonna put my plumerias, because I want my potting to kind of be unison back here. I'm very OCD when it comes to that. I want kind of my potting to, or my pots to kind of be alike in the similar color. So I'm gonna be mixing a few of the Ivy Organics that I have. Um, some of them are the all-purpose. Um, all of these do have a different purpose. This is the 3 and 3 and 3 macronutrients plants as needed. So I'm going to mix this a little bit in here while it soaks. Or sorry, not when it soaks, after it's done soaking. This is a 2 and 2 organic fertilizer, and then this is the N2, P2, and K2 organic fertilizers. Are good for fruit trees, vegetables, ornamentals, roses, and flowers. I know there's one that he has mixed with all of this. This is a pound, or sorry, 4 pounds of, I believe it was this one. Oh yeah. So these two are the same, um, but I'm gonna use a mixture of. I want to. Oh, I forgot. I'll put the comments on there. I know the amounts, but I'll put that in there. I think it was apply 1 tablespoon of Ivy Organics all-purpose per gallon of water for at least 1 hour. Mix thoroughly. Filter through and fine strainer to avoid the possibility of oh, in case if I'm clogging the sprayer, if I have a sprayer, which I do use the whitewash, this one to help and spray like my citrus trees. Well, anyway, I'm gonna time lapse. Sorry, I talk a lot, and from here I'm gonna just time lapse. And yeah, IB Organics is one of the, not sponsored. This is my little test of my own, and I know plumerias do not need too much water, but also I want to make sure to prevent, because the ones that I had in here did die. I want to make sure that there's enough drainage, because that is my biggest thing, is that I was overwatering these plumerias and they did not make it, especially in our heat. But I saw a few homes out here that do have plumerias, and they are thriving out here in the desert. So I'm going to try to reduplicate and see if I could achieve the same thing. Theirs is in the ground, but I'm planting them in pots. All right, enough of my chitter chatter. Okay, so now that I mixed all my ingredients together, 2 of those cubes made so much dirt that it will be more than enough to put in these 2 pots. And now that I did that, I'm going to mix some of the aloe vera in here to help to stimulate the growth also. I'm doing all remedies. Oh, I left my knife over there. But you could peel this or cut it. That way you get all the nutrients from the aloe. Sorry with the planes. And whatever, like the leaves, you could use them like as compost. I'm gonna use the back of the knife to peel off the aloe. Probably should do this like after, because I don't want to cut myself too. I'm using the back of the knife so that way I don't cut myself. And then that way all the aloe is in there. I know that is dangerous. Supervise with. Okay, so I'm actually going to save this actually because I'm seeing like it's very little, and I have a little time too to before the sun goes down. Put this as close as possible, and I did put rocks in here to help with drainage, like stones, like at the very bottom. That way, there's enough drainage in here. There's a lot of nutrients in the soil. I had to replace all the soil that was in this because probably I should use another cube. I'll see. Yeah, I do need another cube. I'll just mix it before this settles. I'm gonna damp this separately so that way I could speed through this. Oh, I know what I could use. I have this container over here for my fish pond. I'll use this to help to speed up the process. Because then it'll help me mix more soil. And this will dissolve as it's going. And it'll expand. So as this is expanding, I'm just gonna shred whatever's coming off. I can feel the brick is expanding too. As I'm dipping it, it's absorbing the water. Let's see, it's expanding already. That's what I do want it to do, that way. See, it like doubled in size. And I did use like the fish pond water. I'm not gonna dip this brick in there, but that way the pond has a lot of rich. But I'll start mixing this soil that I have in here. Oh wow, okay, well that expanded big time in there. Ah. Well, I guess I'll take it. So you gotta be careful because it'll expand. I guess that's a good thing. That way, break some off. I might do this too. Oh, so I did put cinnamon in the bottom of the calloused part of the plumeria, which is right behind me. Okay, so since this is not coming out, just dump it out. Whoop, I think I put the aloe in there by accident. It's okay, I have more aloe. Okay. Perfect. Perfect. I did have a hammer or something to help me put a hole. It's okay, the soil's soft enough so that we could put the... Oh, this one did have like some pests, but I put some cinnamon here to help with that. Just the only thing too, I don't want it to be super hydrated where it's gonna cause the plumeria to rot. Because that did happen with, I had this beautiful tree that I brought from back home, and unfortunately it did rot. And we had it inside the house. I thought it was protected, and actually mites did get to it, even though it was in the house. Okay, so this is where the aloe comes in. I did peel one already. It made it in there somehow while I was putting the dirt. I need to hurry up because our kids did come home from work and need to go to dinner. Time is precious nowadays. Okay, so I'll put this whole one in this one, and then I'll put the other one. I have another leaf. I'll put it in the other one. I'm not sure if the outside part of this could be good for aloe. I haven't researched that part, but I will after I'm done with this. So I had a lot of trial and errors with the plumerias. I'm gonna put a hole in there where the aloe is. You could use a hammer, the hammer handle or a stick. Ooh, that one peeled nicely. I have a lot of aloe. It's like growing like crazy. So I want to make sure to use it while we have it. I separated this aloe plant. We bought it from, well, I ain't sponsored, so I ain't gonna mention them. And it grew like crazy, and I had to separate it. All right. So now that juicy aloe, I'm gonna make a hole just like so, and put that at the bottom. That way it'll help the root to stimulate. And I still have a little bit of cinnamon. Oh, almost dropped it. Sprinkle it around. And I did mix already like cinnamon in here. I know it's windy. Let me turn on the light. That way you guys can see. Okay, now that I turn on the light, so I put the aloe in the base, in the bottom. And now to get my plumerias, I'm gonna leave, my dad did tag one of them with the white with pink. That one is like pink flowers. And the other one is white to see all the juices and nutrients. Oh, so I did sprinkle the cinnamon on top to prevent any like pests getting in here. That's the last thing I need. And I do have some rooting powder, but I use cinnamon, and I've been using that and it wasn't successful for me. But now, tomorrow I'm going to do a two-part just because I'm running out of time today. So today this is the one with the white flowers. And I'm just going to put that in. I wanted to put something around here so that way it didn't rot the trunk. You know what I could do? Oh, I should have done saran wrap. Oh no, I'll be back. Just gave me an idea so that way it doesn't mess up the trunk. So I just want this part. Hopefully that'll work. I'll be right back. Okay, now I look cheesy right now. I have saran wrap on my chin. That way I could put it on the stems. That way it prevents rot. I don't know, I'm just assuming. Just that way the portion where it's calloused and has the cinnamon, because the majority of this is going to go under soil. I don't know, this is just, it came to mind. To prevent any rotting from happening. Hopefully this is a technique that will work. Because majority of this is going to go in the soil, so I don't want it to rot. So that way just the bottom portion is exposed. I'm hoping this will work. I have some sticks to help. Do I see the saran wrap? Yes, I do. Oh, cool. And I am going to use a stick to help with the weight because this is a heavy, it's super heavy, a heavy stem. I may actually need two. Just had to pack it a little bit more because I did it really, really loose. Lord, please give me strength with this one. Always working harder, Oscar. Always working harder. There we go. Woo! It is windy. Yeah, this will help to support. Probably put this more at the end. You know what? I am going to use two of them to help because these are pretty heavy. I'm going to use a technique that is used on my trees. Get some more of this. Oh. Hopefully that will work to keep it in place. If I need a third one, I will put a third one in. Hopefully that is straight as possible. Oh, that's pretty firm. Cool. All right, one down, one more to go. Grab my other sticks. Oh, I did not peel these. It's okay. I think I have similar ones. Okay, maybe I don't. I thought I did. It's okay. We're gonna go in. Oh, you see all the water? It's coming out. Oh, I'll put this over here on its plate. Bam, bada bing, bada boom for that one. Okay, now for this one, I want to make sure like some of that moisture is retained into that plate. Okay, now for the pink one. Okay, this one does have flowers in it. I want to make sure it's not going to get wet. These things are bent, but putting that in the outside. Ooh, those are a little big. That one probably should have went over there, but we'll see. Okay. All right, beautiful. Welcome home. This one is like at a C. Oh, I do remember this one on the tree. It actually grew like this. So Dad did cut it at an angle. So if I go like this and it's going to grow that way, I don't want it to grow that way. I want it to grow like this. That means this has to be at an angle. Oh man, this one's a toughie. I didn't think about that. Well, let's see. I'll do it at an incline, going at an angle. Well, luckily the dirt will help to support. And the good thing, I saran wrapped the stem. I'm not saying it'll work, but we'll see. Hopefully these sticks will help to support it. Let me try to work as quick as possible with that, with the weight. And to tie a knot, that way in case the wind is strong. Because the wind is going right now, like it's pretty strong. It's a little bit higher. I am going to coat these tomorrow. Hopefully there's no pests that get to it. All right. Well, that took the majority of the day. I mean, it didn't. I'm not the majority of the day. I mean, the rest of the evening. Hopefully this saran wrapping will help to prevent it from rotting. I'm not too sure, but we'll see. And that is the finishing touch of this plumeria. And if anything, I will be posting also updates of the progress of these beautiful plumerias. from my dad's garden from back home from California, and well, our garden. um, but yeah, I'll be showing you guys updates. If you guys have any tips or tricks for out here in Las Vegas and Henderson, feel free to share those. All right, well, hop all as well, and hope you guys enjoyed my little potting session. All right, until then, and I'll show you guys on my Instagram the progress. Until then, thank you for watching. I wanted to show you guys. So this plumeria right here, it started it's blossoming, or not blossoming, it's thriving. It has like new growth, like with the leaves, and it does have the whitewash from Ivy Organics. It didn't have many leaves, and now it's thriving, which is nice. And then this one too, this one didn't have any leaves and it was dying, and now it has leaves, which I'm very happy that it's thriving. And it has like some little itty bitty ones right here too. This one I'm gonna have to kind of, it looks like it wants to grow, but we'll see. Those are the ones that are thriving. Okay, so these are the repotted ones. It's growing new growth. This one too, there's new growth. And I actually did 4 sticks instead of 3 because it was a little bit heavy. That one's one of the ones from back home. This is one of the other ones that I've had, and it's thriving. It's growing new leaves. And I did treat them with that. Oops, sorry. I did treat them with that aloe vera. And this one is also new growth. Same thing, new growth. Very happy. And this is the new one. And it's having new growth. And it's about to give some flowers, so I'm very happy about that. This one, the stem is the one that broke off on that one. But yeah, this one I did end up using 3 sticks to hold it up. So far so good. Well, thank you for following my little plumeria journey, and don't forget to like, subscribe. I'm gonna try my best to upload more videos, not only on my planting but also on makeup. Thank you guys.